Anna here, and today I am going to take a look at a beautiful game where you are going to be totally relaxed, taking all these mahjong tiles and are building your own dragon castle. I'm of course first going to show you how you are going to get that dragon castle, and then I'm going to tell you if I had any fun. At the start of the game, you are going to pick a layout tile, which is going to show you how you are going to build the dragon castle. And you can also, if you feel like it, build your own. And you're also going to pick a dragon, which is going to give you a special way of scoring points at the end of the game. And you have multiple different ones of them. And you're also going to pick randomly a spirit, which is going to give you an extra way to take actions during the game. When you finish setting up the dragon castle, the game is going to start. And when it is your turn, you are able to do one of the three actions. The action that you're probably going to take the most is taking two identical tiles from the dragon castle. And while doing this, there are certain rules you have to adhere to. The first rule is that you always have to take a tile from the top layer. So for an example, you could be able to take this and this one. For now, they're both from the top layer, but it is also possible to just take one from this one and one from this one. And also, while taking those tiles, one of the long sides has to be free. So you are not able to take, for example, this one because it only has one of its short sides free. Another action that you're going to be able to take is take one tile from the top layer, and while doing so also take one of these shrines, which are going to give you points at the end of the game, and I'm going to explain them to you later. The third action that you're going to be able to do is eliminate one of the tiles on the top, and for that effort scoring you 1 point. This is a great way to make sure that another person is not going to get the tile that he really needs. Whenever you take tiles, you have to put them on your realm board, and you're allowed to put them wherever you want, but they have to be on an empty space. So you could also put it like this, or like just the way that you want to put them. The moment that you are connecting 4 or more tiles of the same color, you are consolidating that set, and in that way you are going to score points, which is also shown on the back of your cheat sheet. When you are going to consolidate a set, you are going to count how many tiles that set is comprised of, and you are going to get that many points. When you consolidate it, then you are going to turn those over, and depending on what color you are consolidating, you are allowed to put a number of shrines on top of it. Why do you want to put shrines on top of it? Because at the end of the game you are going to score points for your shrines depending on how high they are, because the moment you have consolidated a set, the white face is showing, so you are allowed to put new tiles that you are going to put on your realm board on top of them. When consolidating to your next set, you're only looking at the top view, so the moment like this would happen, it is still going to be 4 connected, so you're again going to consolidate that set. You are going to continue taking tiles and consolidating those tiles in the same fashion until the bottom level is showing, because when the bottom level is showing, a new action is going to be available to all the players, and this is taking one of these Elder Dragon tokens, which is going to give you 2 points at the end of the game. The moment the exclamation point is shown, the last round is going to go in, and all the players are going to take their last round. You are going to count up all the points that you got during the game for consolidating sets, and you are going to check your shrines, how high they are and how many points you're going to score for that, and also you're going to check the dragon objective to see if that is going to give you any extra points. When you have tallied up all of those points, you of course are going to have a winner, but just remember guys, you are going to be still the king of your castle, not depending if you are going to be the winner or not. First of all, the artwork. I really like the artwork. I think it fits the theme of the game very well, and also the gameplay, because Mahjong just is a very, very calm experience to play, and the artwork also oozes this serene atmosphere. It has all these pastel colors and is painted in aquarels, and I really like how it just feels. The dragons look very lovely, and also all those spirits are very well painted, and I just like how it fits the gameplay of the game. The variety you can bring in every game is really thought about. You have these different dragons which are going to alter the scoring at the end of the game, and every game you are going to take another one, and you have also these different spirits which are going to make sure you can do another action every game, and I think that is really cool that they did that. So to really bring it off of that, it is a Mahjong game and bring really some game elements into it. And also you have the map where you are going to build the Mahjong castle on, where you're going to take the tiles, and in the game there are different multiple ways to build it, which are also specifically for a certain player count, and there's also a board where you can totally build your own castle. So I really liked it that they brought and really thought about bringing variety into your gameplay. I really feel like they thought about how a Mahjong style game should feel like, because the gameplay just oozes the same calm. You're just looking at, okay, which tiles am I going to be able to take, and how am I going to make sure that I can consolidate the biggest piece in one time. And it just gives the same serenity and calm, just like in Mahjong. The only thing that you really need to add here is a cup of tea, some nice music, and you're going to just feel totally relaxed when you come out of this game, because even if you lose, you're still going to look down upon a beautiful castle that you built. So I really like it that they really added this Mahjong style feel and really thought about it. Even though you're building your own thing, it does not feel like a solitaire game per se, because it is very important to look at what the other people are collecting. Because if you're collecting the same color, you are not going to be able to consolidate a big piece like you want to do. And you can really make sure that another player does not get the tile that he wants by taking that one tile, destroying it for a point. That can feel pretty mean, but if you're not the kind of player that wants to play that kind of confrontational game, you can just play the tranquil style and just let everyone build. But if you do like it like that more, you are going to be able to play a more direct gameplay. So I really like it that they thought about that. The game length is very good, and the game just has a very good pace to it. This is because of that rule that they added where you have to take a tile from the top layer. This makes sure that you are just going to go slowly down on all these different levels until you come to that last level where you have that extra rule where you can take a tile which is going to make sure that the game is going to go over. And I think that adds another interesting tactical element, because if you consolidated a lot of smaller pieces and already have a lot of points, you do want the game to end. But if you have, you're still waiting to consolidate this big piece and just need one more tile to make sure that is going to happen, you do not want the game to end. So it brings this like a little bit back and forth between, are you going to end the game? Can I still try to make sure that I'm going to get this? Or do I want to finish this now just for the points? And I really like it that they did not have a set timer to end the game, but you can determine with the players how fast the game is going. And I like that kind of gameplay, and that did that very well in this game. All in all, I really like Dragon Castle because of its beautiful artwork, its fast gameplay that feels very intuitive, and the fact that it just looks beautiful. If you want a game where you're building your own little thing and just want to have a good time, then I think you should really try out Dragon Castle. You are going to really like this game.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.